Backstreet's back, Inside the Biscuit Tin, and I haven't filmed an episode of this in a while as well. I hope you're all well again. I hope you're all having a fantastic week. As this is going out straight into your eye streams and ear holes and all of that business through the power of the internet, I will probably be driving down the M6 or the M1 back home from Blackpool after my final visit to my flat. So I'm probably going to be an emotional wreck whilst you're watching this, because I'll have been tired and stressed, and I've been working for the last 2 days sorting out my flat, so it's good to sail away for the next person. But you guys get to enjoy me now, because I filmed this video in advance. But it's a serious topic. I ran a poll on my Twitter I ran the poll today, but that was, this is in the future. Like Marty McFly. When did I run the poll? Tuesday. You're watching this on Friday. I ran the poll on Tuesday. So yeah, living with depression and living and working and having mental health problems and sort of jobs with mental health became joint second. So I kind of don't want to do living with depression right now. I'd like to talk about jobs and mental health, probably because I don't want to get down as such today. I don't want to sort of go really deep into myself and talk about my depression and be upset. I'd like this to be sort of more like an informative video and more sort of just finding out, sort of like a discovery, like the David Attenborough of mental health. I'm going to coin that. I don't think anyone has. That's me now. I am the David Attenborough of mental health. So anyway, jobs and mental health. I've never worked. I've never had a job. I used to be really ashamed of saying that. And it's something that used to carry a lot of weight on my shoulders, where people would say, oh, what do you do for work? And I would make up some job that I did that was just easier than to say I've never worked. And people look at me now at 24 and they say, you've never worked? Like, Richard, how have you got to the ripe old age of 24 and never had a job? Well, I haven't. Get over it. My mental health has stopped me, and I've never been in a position that I've been able to just go and get a job. Have I wanted to work? Have I, would I rather have worked than be 24? Of course I would. I'd much rather would be able to say, oh yeah, well I've done this or I'm doing that, but I can't. So for a lot of people, it's a great source of shame. It doesn't have to be. Don't be ashamed if you've never had a job. Don't be ashamed if you can't work because of your mental health, and don't let other people tell you any different, because there is nothing wrong with not being able to work because of your mental health. Your health comes first, and there is lots of support for you, especially with these guys, as always. So yeah, I have never worked. I am currently in the process of applying. When this video goes out, I will have applied for a couple of apprenticeships in London, because now I'm permanently back down south and travelling to London is okay for me now. I'm happy to go in and get a train every day, which, something a couple of months ago would have been not possible. I wouldn't have been able to cope with the idea of getting on a train every day. It was a big exposure, but the more you do them, the more you do your exposures, the easier they get. That's a fact. Another David Attenborough mental health fact I'm throwing at you right there. So if you ever watch this, David Attenborough, you're a massive hero. I love you. Like, please, just adopt me. Sorry, Dad. I just look there. He's down. No. Yeah, he's like down there. Sorry, Dad, but David Attenborough, adopt me, please. So I'm in the process, yes, of applying for apprenticeships. Now, apprenticeships, I hear you say, why are you not applying for jobs? Well, I haven't got work experience, and 9 times out of 10 jobs require you to have work experience in the sort of sector of work that you're applying for. And where I can't work in retail because it's handling money a lot of the time, and I can't sort of work in a bar or a restaurant because I can't deal with touching where people would have put their mouths on glasses or forks and knives and plates, it's a struggle because I have no work experience at all. I've done voluntary stuff for OCD Action, and I'm again in the process. By now I will have applied to be an advocate for OCD Action, and fingers crossed I get it. But I've never worked, I've never been paid for anything. So it's really hard, and an apprenticeship is great because they don't require any experience. They just want you to turn up, be hardworking, be determined, be passionate, and they'll teach you the rest, which is fantastic, because the apprenticeships that I'm applying for, which is sort of to do with social media internships and media marketing, all that kind of stuff, it's what I do all the time. I'm always on my phone, I'm always on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Reddit, everything. I'm always using all of them all the time, so I might as well get paid to do it. But it's a great opportunity to do something with myself and give me a purpose and give me something to get up for in the morning. It'll give me a great balance, because I think that's a lot of the problems with mental health. If you don't have a routine, a structure, something to get yourself up for, it's so easy, especially with depression, to just say, oh, I'm going to stay in bed today, or oh, I'll just go and sit on the couch, I don't need to go out, and oh, there's food in, and oh, I'll just binge eat, and oh, I'll just sleep. But hopefully, if I do get one of these positions, it will just give me a sense of gusto and yes, let's get out of bed, let's go and conquer the world, let's go and do this, let's go and smash it. Like Peter Kay's John Smith, have it, where he bought out the shed and all that shit. So I'm really hopeful, and I did ask a lot of people, because obviously this is Tuesday right now and I'm currently filling out the forms, about whether I should disclose my mental health. It's kind of half and half. People are saying, do what you want to do, it's up to you if you tell them, but some people have said, yes, tell them, because then you're up front, you want to be honest, you don't want to work for someone that wouldn't employ you because of your mental health, and they know then, and if something happens they're sort of forewarned. And some people have said, don't say anything until sort of you've got the place maybe, and then go and approach your manager privately or whoever is your superior. I'm kind of at a crossroads. I'm in an R-ing, sort of veering from left to right with decisions. A lot of people have said they've had really positive experiences actually with work and mental health. A lot of people have said that that when they've disclosed it, that it's been accepted and not necessarily understood, but they've been listened to and helped and given support. But then there's also a lot of people that have said they've struggled a lot and have been discriminated because of their mental health. The stories that you hear are shocking really, that now in this day and age, people can say, oh, you can't work here because of your problem with mental health, because you have a disability. Whether you can see it or not, it's a disability. And that's another thing I'm really struggling with. Do I click the tick box for whether I have a disability or not? Because I'd be lying if I said part of me doesn't want to say I have a disability. Part of me doesn't want to say that. I don't want to think I have a disability. But then it does impact my life. It does stop me doing certain things. It does change the way I approach things. So does it count as a disability? What do you think? Please let me know. I'd love to know what you guys think. If you've got experiences of good things and happy things and positive interactions at work with mental health and your boss is being great with you or whatever, please share them in the comments below. And if you've got negative ones, share those as well. It's good to see both sides of the story. It's good to hear experiences from people that have had good and bad times at work because of their mental health. Let me know. Put everything in the comments below. Find me on social media. You know how to find me now. And let's keep this talking. Let's keep shouting out from the rooftops about mental health, because the attitudes will not change unless we keep making our voices heard. So keep doing what you're doing, keep tweeting, keep Facebooking, keep Snapchatting, keep Instagramming your experiences with mental health, and let's fight the power, because no one else is going to do it for us. So give this video a massive thumbs up if you can, that'd be great. Share it with your friends and subscribe if you haven't already. Take care of yourselves at work with your mental health and in your personal lives with your mental health. And as I always say, adios.